The first meeting between Gibbs and Macy, which could eventually be shown on screen for the first time, was hinted at in the 2 backdoor pilot episodes of NCIS Los Angeles. In the 2-part premiere episode, Special Agent Jethro Gibbs and Operations Manager Laura Macy collaborated as Gibbs' team teamed up with the Office of Special Projects, OSP, Los Angeles section to look into the death of a Marine who is linked to a terrorist group. In this instance, Macy and Gibbs examine their tense and complicated relationship in reference to a sensitive aspect of Gibbs' history. The actress who played Macy, Louise Lombard, never played the role again, so even though the opening of the spin-off series NCIS Los Angeles started to set up the history between the 2 NCIS cast members, Macy was killed off-screen in one of the premiere episode of Season 7 of NCIS, Patriot Down. However, given it provides more insight into the youthful Gibbs, the upcoming spin-off NCIS Origins ought to go more into the bond between Gibbs and Macy that was hinted at in the NCIS Los Angeles pilot. The pilot for NCIS LA hinted at Macy and Gibbs' initial meeting at Camp Pendleton. In Legend Part 1 and Legend Part 2, the 2-part backdoor pilot episode of NCIS Los Angeles, it is revealed that Macy and Gibbs originally met at Camp Pendleton, where Macy was sent early in her career as a lieutenant. Macy looked into the 1991 murder of Pedro Hernandez at Pendleton. Hernandez was a Mexican drug runner who was directly responsible for the killings of Gibbs' daughter Kelly and wife Shannon. Gibbs was the main suspect in Hernandez's murder as a result of this disclosure and supporting evidence. Nevertheless, knowing that Hernandez's murder was warranted, Macy concealed the evidence against Gibbs in order to shield him. Since Macy was under investigation for Hernandez's murder and suffered greatly from the loss of his family, Gibbs had always harbored resentment toward him. Gibbs, however, gains a renewed respect and trust for Macy after discovering that she was shielding him from the evidence linking him to the Hernandez murder the entire time. Nate Getz, an OSP psychologist, significantly strengthens the bond between Gibbs and Macy since, had Getz not revealed the truth and personal background of both characters, Gibbs would never have realized that Macy had supported him for years in regards to Hernandez's murder. The true story of Gibbs and Macy's relationship may be revealed in NCIS Origins after 15 years. Given that Gibbs and Macy's connection was only hinted at in the 2-part premiere episode of NCIS Los Angeles, NCIS Origins may go into further detail about their past to show what transpired between the 2 characters. Since the death of Gibbs' wife and daughter is represented throughout the first season of the spin-off series, a key encounter between Gibbs and Macy should be unavoidable. Additionally, Pedro Hernandez was earlier portrayed as a younger character in Vivo o Muerto, Episode 9 of Season 1 of NCIS Origins. Gibbs' character arc and his journey to become an accomplished NCIS veteran have always revolved around the loss of Shannon and Kelly. Between Gibbs' act of retaliation against Hernandez and the prequel NCIS Origins, Gibbs' relationship with Macy can be expanded. Viewers discover more about the figurehead who has influenced the NCIS franchise the more they know and comprehend the younger Gibbs from NCIS Origins.